So, this is my first video that I made, by myself without my dad here. Made it because he made a video on a previous game that's long overdue on a video. Resident Evil 2 Remake. And in the hype for Resident Evil 4 Remake, which I've been looking forward to, I went ahead and played at Resident Evil 2's Remake. And from what I played, I was pleasantly surprised. Now, I saw a video that my dad made on it, and he crapped on the game. He said it wasn't very good. And he said maybe if you were a person that grew up on the game, it would be your type of game, like that would be a treat for you, but somebody who would come in like a first timer, it's not really worth a play in that regard. So, I went ahead and played it. And I feel like my old man was wrong. I feel like he was dead wrong, and I feel like he got rid of the game way too fast, and there was some problems that he was experiencing that I didn't have to deal with because probably they patched it out. But let me get into what he complained about first, and then I'll tell you why this game is as good as it is. So, his problems with it, let's just address why he made the video. His problems with the game were that the enemies took way too many shots and you got way too little ammo. First off, he told me he never got the shotgun. So, that's problem number one. The shotgun will one-shot zombies to the head every time. So, that's already the first problem. And you get more shotgun ammo than you do pistol ammo in the game until the later sections. And number two, for some reason, he shot zombies about 12 to 13 times before it finally went down. For me, it only took me 3 times the first time, and once I got back up, it only took me like 3 or 5 times. So it would only take me around 8 rounds to down a zombie for good. And like I said, when he was playing, it was understandable because the zombies just wouldn't die. But when you see anybody else playing the game, walkthroughs, speed runs, they always just run past the zombies because it's not worth the effort to waste the ammo. And something that the biggest strong suit with this game, okay, let's just address this. This game has the best bullet damage out of any game ever made to date. Every single spot on the head can take damage. Every single spot. And there's a different model of the zombie's head for when it takes damage. Every individual spot on the head has a damage model. And that's crazy to me. Like, the bullet damage is so in-depth, it's crazy. Like, when you'll blow their head off, their brains will splatter all over the ground. And that's something that you don't really see much in games. And just the bullet damage in the game was just absolutely gruesome. And his problem with it was that he couldn't really experience that because he was constantly out of ammo. And that's a good point. But that's really only in the beginning of the game. And like I said, he missed out on the shotgun, which I was able to get. And the police station was fun. I really liked the police station. Going through it, the atmosphere was super good. I feel like shooting was super satisfying. When I played, they only went down about 8 shots. And they died pretty fast. The bullet damage was phenomenal. And I loved it. Especially finding all the little secret spots, all the loot and stuff that you can get. It was fun. And another problem that he mentioned that he had with the game was Mr. X. And that's something that a few people aren't going to like. And I didn't like it at first until I found out how to deal with him. He's incredibly easy to deal with. I have no idea how he had such a problem with him. You just run away, and you make a noise in one room, one side of the police station, like you shoot a zombie in one side, and he'll go to that spot, go to a different direction, and go through to the other side of the police station where you need to go. And Mr. X is going to be searching for you in the other side, and you can do whatever you want in that side of the room. And if zombies come in, don't shoot them. Just keep running. That section's very short. It's only going to take you about 30 minutes to do everything you need to do if you know what you're going. If you know where you're going. So Mr. X wasn't really a problem, and that didn't really bother me in gameplay. Plus, you can shoot him with the Magnum, the Desert Eagle, and it, like one shot pretty much, downs him. Like, it'll take him down for a little bit, like it'll stun him and give you some room to run. So, I never really had problems with Mr. X. Like I said, the gameplay is super fun. I feel like for the survival horror aspect and the atmosphere, I feel like they really nailed it. And it's like they got to a point to where it wasn't like it was just handicapping the player into making it feel scary, like making you feel weak. I feel like you were still strong. And you had the ability to protect yourself. And I like that. So it didn't like handicap the player into being able to not be able to defend himself, and that's what made it scary. So you had the potential to defend yourself, and even still, the game was scary here and there. So I like the game personally, and like the atmosphere, I feel like is super good. I like being in the police station. I like the zombies, and the gunplay I feel like is super solid. The gun sounds aren't really all that good, but the gunplay is good, and it is super satisfying to shoot zombies. I didn't like the sewer section. I've never liked sewer sections in games, and Resident Evil isn't one of them. Resident Evil is one of them where I do not like sewer sections. And that, like, you had to find the chess pieces and crap like that to get the lock up. And just, I didn't really like the puzzles. I wasn't crazy about them. I've never been a puzzle guy in games. So I did get some walkthroughs on YouTube here and there for those puzzles, and other than that, I was pretty much good. Boss fights are solid. Everything about the game that I played, I feel like it was super good. I feel like my dad didn't give it enough time. I feel like he dropped it too fast. I think the reason why he didn't like it was because this isn't the game that he played. Like, he'll play Legend of Zelda, but he won't play this. And that's because he grew up on Legend of Zelda. He never grew up on Resident Evil like you guys probably did. And so this game was pretty much pointless to him in that regard. This game is the best remake of a video game to date. Let's just get that out of the way. So anybody who grew up on the Resident Evil series, this game is a treat for you. And I'm definitely looking up to Resident Evil 4. Definitely looking up for it. That's like the only game I'm excited for right now. So if I were to give it an overall score, give it a 7.5 out of 8 out of 10. 7.5 to 8 out of 10. And like I said, this isn't really my type of game. Like, I'm more of an action-packed dude. I like the action stuff. I don't really like puzzles and crap like that. You know, stuff that Resident Evil is meant for and what it's known for. So I suppose this game wasn't really the type for me, but the fact that it was still able to hook me in is impressive on its own. Anyways, yeah, it's rare that I beat a game, so if I beat it, it's got to be good to some extent. Anyways, that's about it.
I feel like you said I crapped on the game. Is that what I heard?
I feel like
How do you figure I crapped on the game? Listen, I gave the game props. I actually repped the game. Okay, I just stated reasons why I personally didn't like it. And did you see the community comments? Did you see the shit these people talk to me because I didn't like their little game? Now, I get it. I understand. I still haven't watched any negative reviews for Callisto Protocol because I do not care what these reviewers have to say. So I get it. You clicked on the video, you saw I didn't like it, you said your piece, and you rolled. I get that, but at the same time, I'm your old man. Where's the loyalty at, man? You know what I mean? These people slandered me. You know what I mean? Now you're on here praising their little game, but it's okay. We're gonna roll with it. I heard you say you felt super powerful. How about your 80-year-old geriatric I can't freaking move run? How about that? How old is Leon? 22, 23? The dude looks like a pup. Why am I moving like I'm 90 years old? Why? I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because the developers gimp you. You say it doesn't gimp you. They deliberately gimp you to make the game harder. In my opinion, that's bad game development.
Yeah, I kind of agree there, but it's like at the same time you're also in an enclosed space. Like, the rooms are not more than like 2 people wide.
I'm in an enclosed space right here. I can get up and dart to that door in 2 seconds. No,
yeah.
1 second, like a flash. I can grab your throat and tear it out in 2 seconds. If I can't, if my player can't do the same things I can do. Granted, most games you can't do what a person can do. Like Uncharted 4 is like very in-depth combat-wise because of that reason. Because you can jump, leap over things, swing from ropes, all that kind of stuff. Now I get a lot of games don't do this. Resident Evil 4 doesn't do this, but I still love Resident Evil 4. But there's combat. There's like hand-to-hand combat that you can do. I don't feel like that's in RE2. So I'm running like an old man, and then that's all you can do with your knife. To me, that's like, dude, what? Why? You know what I mean? When I'm on the bleachers and I can't jump 2 feet in front of me, that's dumb to me. You understand what I'm saying? Now I get they got to keep it intact because it's an old game. It's a remake. They're keeping it intact, just giving it a modern day facelift. I get that, but I was just stating why I didn't personally care for that. I know there's invisible walls and stuff like that, and like God of War, you can't even jump. Callisto Protocol, you can't jump. I get it, so I do make exceptions. So in that aspect, I am kind of a hypocrite. But my main complaint with RE2, and you saw the video clip, you see I'm not making it up. How many shots was that? 14 to kill one zombie? And then I'm out of ammo. So we got the best bullet damage in the business, which I acknowledged. Best bullet damage in the business, and I can't even look at it. Because there's no point in shooting the zombies. I just got to run past them. Then the Mr. X guy, I didn't look on YouTube for nothing. How am I supposed to know I'm not supposed to kill this guy? Well, gee, dumbass, he's not dropping from the shot. Neither are the freaking zombies that I'm killing. They keep getting up. So I burned up all my ammos on this big bastard, and then I'm like, okay, I can't kill him neither. Only he can run and sprint at me. Well, actually, I don't think he does run.
He doesn't run.
He walks super fast at you, and I'm just, dude, get this trash out of my face. It's not trash, it's just not up to my taste. Dead Space, you run super slow. But gosh damn it, dude, knocking off legs, knocking off arms, pulling the arm off with the telekinesis, sticking a dude to the wall, taking a sharp pole on the ground, sticking an enemy to the wall, pulling out my damn, what's it called? My,
Plasma cutter?
Not my plasma cutter, the thing that sticks them and then electrocutes them. I don't know what it is. It's like a skewer or something like that. Damn it, I can't think of it. And I'm wearing a giant suit. I'm wearing this padded out, thick ass suit. So it kind of makes sense why I'm not sprinting like a madman.
Yeah.
Okay, your piece. My bad, man. Go ahead.
When I said empowering the player, when I ran into zombies in the game, it didn't take me 13 to 14 shots to drop one zombie. It was 3 shots for the first time. He'd fall over. He'd probably get up again. Well, 9 times out of 10, he'd get up again. Then it would take me about 5-something shots to take him down again. And once he went down the second time, he was done. I only ran into about 2 zombies that I can recall that got up 3 times. And none of them took me 13 shots to down. I have no clue why you ran into that. Maybe they patched it, or maybe you were playing on a harder difficulty. But it never took me that amount of shots to take out a zombie. And I also had shotgun ammo constantly. I always had shotgun ammo.
I don't remember. I think I got the shotgun. I just don't remember having ammo for it.
The shotgun, I had more ammo for than my pistol.
Maybe, you know what happened? Maybe I played on hard. Maybe that's what I did.
Most likely.
You played on normal?
I played on normal, yeah.
Maybe I should try to get on normal, because the graphics are insane. The bullet damage is insane. I remember the sound effects being absolute garbage.
Yeah, the sound effects aren't very good.
Oh, they were so bad. But that's like, cosmetically, like the sound effects were bad, but everything cosmetically looked amazing. RE4, like you shoot a leg and then you can roundhouse kick a dude. If you're in a group of zombies, shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the arm. He favors that arm. Then you roundhouse kick him, and 3 zombies go flying. I like action horror. Callisto Protocol is an action horror game. I just bit my tongue. Did you catch that? It's an action horror game. Survival horror is not my cup of tea. And when I made my review, I don't feel like I crapped on the game. I gave the game all these props. It should have just been I don't like survival horror. Maybe that's how I should have addressed it. So you liked it. Why is 7.5? What are you knocking all these points off for?
Like I said, this isn't my personal type
but
of game.
You can't knock off points. You can't knock off points for stuff that you personally don't like.
I said in my personal opinion, the game's a 7.5, and that means my personal enjoyment of the game. I don't like puzzles. I hate them.
I do too, but were the puzzles bad?
Not
Are they
exactly.
broken? Are they broken puzzles? Are they smart puzzles? God of War, I didn't take any points off for those puzzles. Anytime there's puzzles, I don't take points off for this because it's just outside of my preference. It's something that I don't like. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it's a flaw in the game, unless it just goes way, way overboard. Maybe I should have deducted a point. I don't know. I don't know who's right in this. You know what I mean? I don't know who's right, me or you. Like, I understand what you're saying. Your personal enjoy. So there's no puzzles. What do you give the game?
8.5 maybe.
Okay, so what would we lose the other points for?
Walking, running slow, pretty much.
Running slow?
Running slow, not being able to jump, stuff like that. No mobility.
Uh-huh.
And
But it's survival horror.
that's the main thing.
It's survival horror. You know? Now I'm just being argumentative, dude.
Yeah.
Get it. I get it. Trust me. Yeah, like God of War, I still think you should be able to jump. Last of Us, you should be able to jump. Like these games are, you know, Callisto Protocol, you should be able to jump. But that's what I loved about Callisto Protocol is I didn't like all the crawling through the damn sewers, or not even sewers, the vents and stuff like that. Like Dead Space 2, I don't like that. But I love that there were no puzzles in Callisto Protocol. Dude, what a breath of fresh air. I can't stand them, dude.
Yeah.
I hate them. Hub worlds are even, dude. I will freaking uninstall the game over a hub world.
Yeah.
I can't take it. Go ahead, final thoughts.
Yeah, I feel like the game was good. I feel like you gave it a little bit of a bad rap in your video. That's just why I wanted to clear up. I feel like the game was much better than you made it out to be.
Okay, you know what? Deal. I'll try it again. I own it for Series X. I own it on PS5. The enhanced editions, like the next gen versions, I'll install it up and we'll try it on normal and see how we do. Because graphically, it's phenomenal. There's no reason I shouldn't like it, because it plays just like games that I love. So I should love this game. So maybe I'll take what you said into consideration, and I'll give it a try. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, everybody. That's about it. See ya.